Welcome to my YouTube page. This is Thomas Mujisha. I am a medical clinical officer, a philosopher and a social scientist with special interest in medical ethics and the love for that, the justice and the truth, especially in our healthcare. And I serve Rotary International, Rotary Club International. I'm a Rotarian. Voilà. Allow me say that I have also had a chance to serve in care of these less privileged persons, the elderly and the young, and also persons living with HIV as someone running the HIV care clinic. And today I come with a notion, a concept, gerontology. And this is a notion that I am going to invite you and I to think about more and see how best can we help our own elderly persons in our societies, in our communities, in our country, and in the world at large. But I must admit and acknowledge that I'm not anyhow a specialist in this area of gerontology, but I will share with us a little that I've come to live as by experience and also to learn here and there, and maybe give out a message to you, the audience, and see how best can we live with and assist and support our old persons, that in the end of life they feel that they have been of support and of value addition in this terrestrial world. Thank you so much. Voilà. What is gerontology by definition? Well, we can etymologically define this gerontology from two Greek words. One, geron, which means an old man or old person, and also logos, logia, which might mean that study of. So gerontology comes in to speak about the study of the old person. And someone here can even say the study of the old age, the process of aging, and in particular occasions, studying the problems that old persons undergo or persevere. Now, this is even scientific. It's a scientific approach that we have methods that we use when we are trying to see how best we can help these persons. Being able to go into all the pillars of all the dimensions of the human person, attacking their biological nature, attacking their physical nature, attacking their social nature, attacking their psychological nature. Very good. Now, could we look at some of the myths that people have on this gerontology or the study of the elderly persons? We have persons who think that the old persons are so incapable, they are so useless, they are unable to make even their own decisions about their own realities. This is some myth about them. And also we have a myth that all old persons are so sickly, they are so unhappy, they cannot add value to our society. But is that true? Now, we are in the search for the truth, and that is science for me. Search for the truth about this old age. We have persons whom we also believe that old persons are automatically in a perverse state. They are always poor. Is that true? And we are looking at some of the mythologies, the myth that underline or that are associated to these old persons of ours. Very good. Now, there is no age bracket we say that when you are this age, automatically you are old person. But we usually want to talk of 60 years, 65 years and above, which for me I always call the wisdom age. And these are the ages that we say now someone has become an older person and so is an elder in our societies. And even most countries have put insurance or pension is given at that kind of age, and so decline of their employment status also comes in, and all these things should be investigated and looked into. Now, what is the call from our society? A call from our society is that the society is living with these persons who are very old. It is challenged with their medical remedies. It is challenged with even other welfare aspects. What's their housing? What is their nutrition? What is their social support? What is their chance to get transported, given their limitations in their normal physiologies or body makeup and structure? So all of these are things to look into. Now, allow me to take us through what I may call the pathophysiology and the physiology of aging, for instance. When I talk about pathophysiology, I'm looking at that limits their normal functionality. And then the physiology, I'm looking at the normal structural body of these old persons and how they are working and all that. Now, something to clarify is that the digestive system does not alter because you have aged. The functionality of the digestive system is maintained even when you have come to the old age. Two, it is to say that all the complaints related with the gastrointestinal, these are because of disease. These are because of other factors, not because of age. In short, age, old age is not a disease, but it might predispose us to other maladies, other illnesses, due to maybe decline in the body structural formations. Because what can be scientifically spoken, or what many histologists, these who do histology or body study tissues, we said most body parts atrophy, while just a few parts hypertrophy as we age. Somebody told me that if you look at the tongue, it hypertrophies as we age. And also the prostate in men. That's why we see rare shall we go without benign prostate hypertrophy, especially as we age as men. Very good. Now, but also it is true that there are some systems that decline in their functionality, because what we're able to do at 20 years, it's unlikely that we do it in 40, 50, 60 years. So there are also the physiological changes that occur as we do age. Very good. There are so many theories that speak about old age. I will just mention just a few of them. We have the Hayflick limit theory, and this just speaks about how the body dublation, how the cell multiplications decline and have a limit. 2, we have the evolutionary theory, and this Darwin has spoken much about it, and we are talking of those natural selection, and we are talking of that successive generations and how they are better adapted to mutate, and mutations are much more evident as we age. There are so many theories. The stray theory by the Parsons, and we can go as much. Very good. Now, what are the advantages of these geriatric specialists? Why should we do geriatrism? Okay. So what are the advantages, and why should we have these geriatrists in our communities? Very important is that these guys, they help manage complex, frail patients, and they help these old persons navigate through their chronic illnesses, and they help to even care and decline the readmissions, the hospital readmissions, because these people are even able to render service, self-care, even at their home level, home-based care. And also to say that there are even our realities around us. Say in our country, Uganda, many parliamentarians have spoken, many persons of goodwill who have done simple research have also spoken, that we have very few geriatric doctors. And this also brings in a challenge, because we have so many old persons on our board today. But then how are we helping them? That's very important. So we are trying to say that, can we decline these non-communicable diseases? Because these people are in their homes, they are stressed, they are depressed, but they need sincerely that special attention to care for their diabetes, to care for their hypertension, and this will decline chances of stroke, chances of amputations of the limbs, and also other neuropathic challenges. And so I would say that let us look into the 4 pillars of gerontology. And here we are looking at the social aspect, spiritual aspect, the intellectual aspect, and also the physical aspect. Thank you so much. Keep watching.